So simply put, dedicating lanes to buses, whether by physical protection or by designation, camera enforcement, other means, enabling off-board fare collection, which is key, because the thing that makes buses run slow isn't so much the time they're moving, it's the time they're not moving. And if every rider has to, enter the front door next to the driver, find the change or dip the fare card before the next rider can get on, that slows the buses down a lot. Some form of transit signal priority, some way of making the traffic lights and the buses talk to each other, because we've all had the experience, we get on the bus, the last person finally finds her Metro card and dips it, the bus starts to pull out and the light turns red. So it is astonishing the performance improvements that you can get with very little capital investment. 2008, our then City DOT Commissioner, Jeanette Sadiq-Khan, and our then MTA Director, Lee Sander, got together because MTA runs the buses, DOT runs the streets. They had to talk to each other and their staffs had to talk to each other. And basically with duct tape, they launched the first quasi-select bus service route on Fordham Road in the Bronx, which is one of the most difficult trips to make within the city because it's crosstown over a very congested corridor that has a lot of topography, just to complicate matters further. So that route, even with, there was no capital money put into that. That was just all done out of the agency expense budgets. They created an off-board fare collection that didn't require enclosed stations and turnstiles, which we didn't have room for anyway, by taking a MetroCard machine and a Muni-meter machine, which is able to take cash, and bolting them together on the street. So there was that kind of ingenuity by agency leadership and staff that made it possible. They got 12% improvements in speed end-to-end on that route. They got a 10% bump in ridership because as the route started to perform better, more people started to take that option. And since that time, we've now got 7 select bus service routes in New York City. They're all showing that kind of performance improvements. The next thing is going to be to look for opportunities to go to a higher performing model on the busy arterial streets in the outlying areas. But you can do a lot with a little, and I think that gives tremendous hope for other cities. I'll take another minute of airtime for New York. Grassroots organizations got behind this, and they were able literally to go to the DOT commissioner and say, we've got your back. We know that you're going to get pushback on this, and we're going to be there, and they were. I put in the packet a picture of folks demonstrating outside the office of their state senator, who was a major opponent of bus rapid transit, of congestion pricing, et cetera. Today we have a sea change. 7 years later, we've got a majority in the city council in support of bus rapid transit. They're going to pass a resolution requiring the city to pick up the pace. We've got champions for the newest route that the city is putting in. Every council member along that route, all 5 of them, have signed a letter in support. So the grassroots activism and organizing has made a difference.